that how to do technical analysis as pro. You know, everything that sounds too complicated, it's not. People try to make everything complicated, but everything I believe can be break down with the good explanation to the simple things. That's the case with technical analysis. It took me such a long time to realize that it's not as complicated as it seems. I want to make the video that I wish I watched before I started digging into the subject, because people try to show you that it's so complicated, some bullshit indicators and all these things. Sometimes technical analysts share their screen and you can't really see candlesticks anymore because they have so many indicators on it, and it's so overwhelming initially. But I'm going to tell you some things that you really need to know about technical analysis now. And if you watch this video, you should be able to analyze any chart as a pro. Now, first of all, you need to get familiarized with candlesticks. If you are not familiar with candlesticks, make sure you watch my video where I try to simplify the myth about candles. When you watch that video, come back to this video and continue watching, because you need to know that at the first place. I was searching for a magical indicator that could guide me and make me successful in trading, and finally I found it, and now I'm about to share it. There is no magical indicator in the market. There is no indicator that works 100% of time. Don't even waste your time like me searching for it. The truth is that your favorite technical analyst in the world has no clue where the market goes. We are all just guessing here. We are aiming to guess majority of time. Like anything above 70% probably is good guess, right? And it's all about strategy. It's very important to have right trading strategy in order to come out as a winner, because really nobody knows anything about the price. And if you don't have good trading system in place, you may even win 90% of time, and that 10% you may lose all of your winning, right? So that's different topic about trading strategy. I will film about that video if you want. Let me know in the comments. Now let's stick back to our topic. It's about technical analysis. I just wanted to let you know that it's never 100% of true. Nobody should assure you. Don't get fooled that they can get it 100% right. No, nobody, literally nobody. You will be convinced if you watch some traders how many times they are wrong too. So this is about predicting future majority of time, hopefully. And this is based on assumptions that market repeats itself. Sometimes market does, sometimes don't. It does not only depend on technical analysis. There are some external factors also affecting. But sometimes markets really do repeat itself, and you can really catch this and you can trade these trends if you have good trading strategy, about what I will talk later. But now let's open our chart. I'm using TradingView for this demonstration, and TradingView is absolutely free tool that you can use to start viewing the charts. And here I have Bitcoin random chart. I don't know from which exchange is that, and we will start now technical analysis. First of all, that you need to pay attention here is the time frame. There are many different time frames that you can pick for technical analysis. The range, highest range is 1 month, and you can also look at 1 minute chart, which probably won't be that relevant. You can start, if you're not familiar with any asset, you can start looking with a 1 month chart to see how this asset was performing during past years. Now, in Bitcoin 1 month chart, each candlestick shows us how Bitcoin was performing each and every month from its start. Now we can see how strong uptrend this asset actually has. This asset was introduced 2013, 1st April, at least in this exchange. We can see that, and its price in that month was started literally from 0. It went up to 300. It's a huge volatility, and it closed that month on 138, and since that it was maintaining this price range, then it came a lot down, should straight back up. Since then we can see that we are looking at the asset that is usually in an uptrend. So if you would be during past years, if you would buy it, and without trading and holding there, you would make insane profit. And how much exactly profit, right? Some of the people I have seen that they just bought Bitcoin here and made millions of dollars. Let's see how much is the percentage. Let's say if you buy Bitcoin 2013 and if you just hold it in your wallet without doing anything, investment would go up by today by almost 45,000%. It means that if you would invest $1, you would have now, you could withdraw in dollars today $45,000. Can you imagine how much is it if you just invested $100? Let's don't talk about it, right? We missed this train. And people made millions, and good for them. They were probably lucky because nobody knew how it's gonna turn out. Honestly, nobody. It's just poor luck, I would say, because you are investing in a highly risky asset. It will or will not turn out well. Nobody knows. So first thing to do as a technical analyst to look at the asset, its direction. Second thing is to look probably in the shorter time frame, like let's say 1 day time frame, and to see in the relatively shorter time frame what was the price action. To find the best entry point, it's better to look, of course, to the shorter time frame. On the 1 daily chart, we can see overall direction of the profit of this asset. And this also gives us the possibility to draw some lines, which is called resistance and the support. What is resistance and support? Resistance is the price that was previous support, let's say. That's the price that is strong enough to hold the price. Let's look at the chart to make it more clear. Let's draw this simple line for the illustration, shall we? It doesn't have to be exact. The technical analysis, it also depends on your vision. Two technical analysts can see two different things on the chart. It also depends a lot on your vision. But here, or this line here, for example. Okay, this box here, you can see that price previously went up here. It could not break this range and came straight back. As soon as the asset was able to break this price range, it went up and up and up. So we are safe to say that this was previous resistance because it was hard to break. Resistance is a top floor which is hard to break. Resistance, after it's broken, it acts as a support. So we have to be looking at previous resistance in order to see the price movement. Now we know that this price range is really strong resistance, and if it's broken down, it's most likely the price will continue going down because price action is not strong enough to hold this important level. And here we can see that as soon as it was broken down, it really went down for several days, really down, and then straight back. Usually, let me tell you this, when we break strong resistance, we assets usually tend to retest this resistance. This happens quite often in crypto. So here we came down, then we went up to retest. Again, if we can break this again resistance, which was also support, which we broke, now it again become resistance. We cannot break this resistance again. So here also already trader could guess that the price action is not strong enough. We are probably going to go down, and price tries to retest this resistance once again, failed, succeed. Once you successfully break resistance, why is this resistance important in the first place? I think you could guess right now. Once you successfully break it, it's more likely that price action is gonna continue to that direction. Is it uptrend or downtrend? So if you're breaking resistance upwards, then upward direction most likely to be continued. If you are breaking downward, then that direction is more likely to continue. And you can see that one more proof that you are drawing a correct line is here. You see, we are drawing correct line because, as I told you, it's always usual like this. We are retesting, not always, but usually we are retesting support or resistance. We broke this resistance, it became support. We are gonna retest it as a support, and here we did. For how many days we tried to retest this support? Let me show you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And let me tell you one more important thing. As many times as we retest support and we are unable to break it, as stronger this support becomes. It means that, you see, 5 times price could not go below this support. This means that this previous resistance made into a good support, and it's most likely that the price won't go below now anymore, and probably it will hold and continue upwards. That's where I took this the trade. Actually, I entered the long position here. Oh, speaking about long and short position, it's probably I will make video about margin trading, long and short positions. And if you don't want to miss this with that video, you know what to do. You know, you will need to subscribe and press the notification bell. And if you are looking for trading and do you want to have exact checklist of things that you need to do? I created free checklist for you. To claim that, you just need to find the link down in the description. And if you don't want to invest that much time that I invested to figuring out everything on your own, I offer online classes as well as one-on-one mentorship. If you want me to mentor you and if you want to help me to also generate some income, you are welcome. You will find the link down in the description. Now back to the topic. Now let's try to predict what's the range. Just like I told you, you don't need fancy indicators. You can do it with your bare eyes, just looking at the charts. That's the best way to predict, really. These indicators are just sometimes misleading you. With my experience, best way is to look at the chart with bare eyes, and you will get the sense of market direction. Is volume. Volume is the best friend of any trader. In order to display trading volume, we go to indicators and choose volume. Volume gives really important indicator to the trader. It outlines the future price direction. The clear indication is here. This big volume indicated that coming month was not gonna be really good for this asset, Bitcoin. This big volume indicated strong downtrend. Same as here, indicated strong downtrend. Next month were indeed strong downtrends. And as for the uptrend, now we are trying to predict the price, right? Using indicators. We can see that this support could hold this, but volume is not really big on the daily time frame. Usually when we go up like this, 50% up, we want to see really big volume. Volume is not sufficient at this place. So this first alert for any trader is that this breakout from here is not supported by volume, and in my opinion, it's not gonna be very healthy breakout, and probably we will see big correction downtrend because this uptrend is not supported by relevant trading volume. Another, my favorite indicator that I use is relative strength index. I'm actually using at this moment just these two indicators, and that's pretty much enough to be a successful trader. This shows how strong the price action actually is. But I think for this video, I gave you already all the information that you need to know in order to start technical analysis. I don't want this video to be super long. If you think that part 2 would be interesting about some familiar price patterns, let me know. I can make it because there are some also price patterns. If this is too much, I think, for this video. And what information that I give you should be absolutely enough to start technical analysis. And thank you for watching. I need to say goodbye for now. And if you would like to learn more about trading with one-on-one session or online classes that I provide, make sure to find the link down below. And I would like to say goodbye for now.